This is a super common problem that people have when jigging for lake trout. It's actually a problem with trolling, but people don't realize it. What to do if a lake trout does not want to chase. So my biggest thing is the wait and chase, which you guys can see in my sonar right now at 9:25. My jig is just suspended off bottom, and that's representing a bait that's just kind of a lonely smelt, a helpless smelt, or a helpless shiner, or whatever is foraging in your lake, that's just lost and just wants to be eaten. Now, I have two choices when a fish comes in. I can wait till the very last second and I can reel it away from them, trying to match their pace. What happens most of the time is a fish will nose up on it and either just chase it right to the surface and hit it, which in that case, great. That's the fun part about lake trout fishing. If they're not doing that, what you can do is you can drop to bottom and do small taps. Now, I can't get rid of the slush in this hole because there's actually slush underneath the ice, which is super not fun. But what I want to do, and I'm going to show you up here, but what I like to do is keep my rod tip really close to the water. It's just really hard to show on camera. So my line is loose, right? Completely loose. See how there's coils in it? I think there's actually a fish down there right now. Line is loose. I'm going to go tight to the jig. Now that it's on bottom, I'm going to reel down close as I can to the water, and I'm just going to do 3-inch lifts. That's it. 3 inches, maybe 2 inches. What I want the jig to do is kind of flip-flop down there like it's dead. So what happens, and hope I have some footage from other fish from today that are being finicky that I can show you guys real quick. A fish will chase me to the surface and he'll kind of nip at it and he'll look at it. They might not be full committal, whether it's a pressure thing, whether it's they don't want the same jig that you're using, which is possible, or a swim bait or tube or whatever it is. They might just not want that today. I've had them not bite because of just pressure reasons. They just don't want to really eat that day, which is super annoying. What you can do is just do these little taps in the mud. Now, what helps is tipping your jig with some sort of sucker meat or alewife oil or a smelt oil, which I'll show you pictures of both. You can buy both of those on Amazon. I use them all the time. Actually, my smelt oil is in my truck, unfortunately. It's in a bucket in the back of my truck. Otherwise, I'd have it on my jig right now. We want to do small taps. The reason why we don't want to do one of these is that jig down there is making puffs of sand or silt all over the place. So that lake trout now has to see and find that jig. And if you do big jigs like this, sometimes what happens is that lake trout dives in to where he thinks the jig is, and by the time you drop back down again, you bonk the laker on the head and he's off to Never Never Land. He's gone. Happened to me twice already today. So we want to do those small taps, and we want to keep that rod tip really close to the water, so when we get a fish, we hook a fish, we can set the hook to the moon, or to the top of the shack in this case. So I'm going to try to get one of these fish doing this here in a minute when the next fish comes in. Here's one right here. He's all over it. And you want to use a fairly sensitive rod. You use one of those light little rods. You won't feel them pick it up. And it's sometimes they'll throttle it. They'll just pin it right to bottom, which is ideal, because then it's a very obvious hit. Usually by the time you feel that, one of my clients feels that, the fish has spit it out already. So you want to have a super sensitive rod. This is a carbon blank from Circle Tackle. Their full circle series. And that fish kind of pieced out. Don't know where he went to. Oh, he's down there again. Got him. Got him. That one's a classic chase. Just little guys. Just little guys. But a leaker nonetheless, just a little guy. Alright, so that one didn't behave like it should have. That one actually wanted to eat a smaller one. And drop right back down the bottom. Keep tapping. They are scrubbing bottom today. Oh, hold on. He missed it. All right, guys, go. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. All right, so see how he's, oh, he missed it. Swing and a miss. Come back up. Come back up. Come back up. All right, so he's missed this thing 3 times. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop to bottom and see how he's chasing it. Oh, he hit it on the way down, you little whippersnapper. Right to bottom, right to bottom, right to bottom, right to bottom. Don't make him chase anymore. And now we're going to do those little love taps on bottom till he eats it. Come on, eat it, pick it up. You know you want to. He's still all over it. You guys can see him down there. Oh, got him. Just the way I told you guys. Just small taps on the bottom. And set the hook. And then no mercy to the surface. There he is. Nice little laker. Back in he goes. That is the classic, I want to chase, but I don't want to chase, but I'll eat it out of the mud. So we just bring it right down the bottom. We do those small taps. I'm showing these little smaller lakers no mercy on the way up. They are notorious for shaking the hook. So what you want to do is just keep that rod bent and keep that pressure on them as much as possible. And I actually might switch to a stronger rod today just to put some more backbone on them because they keep popping off on me. So yeah, do those little taps in the mud, and just like this. So right now my line is loose. Tighten it and just small taps. All right, I hope this video catches you guys some more lake trout, especially those ones that do not want to chase or don't want to commit all the way. Oh, I got another one coming up for me right now. And he doesn't want to chase either. Oh, come on, come on, come on. You can also do small taps like this on the way up. See, he just chased all the way up to 25 out of 45. He's not really interested in me following me down. But we're gonna do the small tops. You can see him going off to the side there. And he is not interested at all. He just kind of went off behind me in that direction. Yeah, hopefully this catches you guys some more fish. It is the most effective way that I've found to do it. Get a sensitive rod. Try not to use like a fiberglass rod that's noodly. Try not to use ones that you can shake like that and the rod tip moves all around. You want that sensitive blank. And I feel like the longer rod the better. You just get more hook set out of them. Or into them. It's just a little bit better. And if you want to learn more about lake trout and ice fishing in general, this is I don't know what video this is about the ice fishing playlist for lake trout this year for 2025, but click here for more ice fishing content, and over here will be just a suggested video. And if you want to use the baits that I'm using in the video, visit benditfish.com, and I'll see you on one of those next videos.